Banks Helfrich does not have a normal job, and he never really has.
Yeah, I don't know how I do it, actually.
So how has he made it through life without one? With a lot of creativity and a whole lot of courage, which is exactly what it takes to perform for a room full of preschoolers as Jiggleman. Imagine his surprise to learn that they're not the only ones impressed. A former late-night TV host also thought he was something.
A guy in a specially made ball, that's right, bouncing up and down. Now, I'm telling you, that's something.
David Letterman had Jiggleman on his show 8 times, and Banks thinks he understands why.
When you see somebody do something that they're really happy doing, or they're really into it, I mean, it just makes you want to do it. It's kind of like laughter. If one person starts laughing, then you can't help but start laughing, and everybody is laughing. And then I think when people see what I do, oh my God, how can that guy do that?
He wasn't always so out there until one day everything changed.
I was in graduate school in my 20s, and I was about 6 months away from graduating, and my master's in sports nutrition, and the circus came into town, and they had an audition for clown college, and as a whim, last minute, lunch break, went and auditioned, and I got in. And I think there was a little bit of resentment from my family of like, what the heck are you doing?
What the heck was he doing? And what can you do with a degree from clown college? Well, he was one of only a few graduates selected to join the Ringling Brothers Circus, and with them he traveled the U.S. and spent a year in Japan. After that, he found work at Universal Studios Florida, where for the next 10 years he played the manic and mute Harpo Marx. Then he realized something. He'd spent years doing characters that did not speak, but there was a lot he wanted to say, and to do that, he found a way to make feature-length movies.
It got into like one film festival, and that was all it needed to me to go, I'm making my next one. So I made my next one, and that one got into no festival. I don't think so. And then I thought, I'm on the roll. I'm gonna keep on making them. I love to.
And he has. Banks has become an independent filmmaker, a prolific one. He's already completed 8 films, with a 9th on the way.
Oh boy, how would I describe them? I guess if the audience laughs, it's a comedy. If they cry, it's a drama. And if they walk out, it's a tragedy. And I've got all those, actually.
Mr. I always write my ending first, so I know exactly where I'm going. Doesn't have a damn ending?
What he has is an impressive body of independent work, all thought-provoking, and each one attempting to shed some light on what life is all about.
And then I did a film called Fat, Dumb, and Happy about a writer stuck in an unhappy family life and creates a world in his mind and falls in love with that family. Then I did one called The Awe of Life, which was probably the most critically acclaimed film, which about a guy who meets himself at different stages in his life and kind of figures out that, hey, I can't do anything to change myself except for now. And that was the most critically acclaimed one that kind of did the best as far as in the festivals, and people that see it seem to like it the most.
Still, when you pour a year to 18 months of your life into each project, you'd like it to be widely seen. But it's tough to get into film festivals, something Banks has learned to accept.
Oh, wow. You know, I used to be frustrated with the first 7 times getting rejected. What? Frustration is only going to bring you down. I get frustrated for like 2 minutes, and now what I say is if I don't get a rejection every day, that I'm a failure. So, however, at some point, you realize it's the process and it's not the applause. I realize that I love this process. Writing is so rewarding. You create whatever you want to. So rewarding. And then when you see the finished product, by that time, I'm sick of it. You know, it's like a son who's 18. It's like, okay, time to get out of the house. And I'm ready to write a new one.
So no, Banks has never had a normal job. But whether it's as a filmmaker or Jiggleman or whatever else he comes up with, he is making a difference.
And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to say, I'm going to do it my way. here you go. So it's make them laugh, make them think, and connect with them.
Using his characters and his films, Banks shows us it's okay to take a different path in life, especially when you're creating a memory for others.
Which is, I think, might be what I do. I do stuff that no one else has the guts to do.